Can you hear me now? Sorry, guys, I forgot to plug in my microphone. If y'all are hearing me, just give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys are hearing me okay. I'm going to put my microphone on here so y'all can hear me. Usually you can hear me better when I have the microphone on. So I've been running around like crazy trying to set things up. And we're going out to fly here in a little bit right after this. So, okay, folks, welcome back to the RC Informer YouTube channel. I'm all caught up, I think, finally. I got my microphone on so y'all can hear me. And yes, the eagle is rising. This thing is nice. If you guys can hear okay, just give me a thumbs up if you got me okay. Let me know if it's too loud. Let me know if it's not loud enough, and I will adjust. Let me know if it sounds good. And I have somebody sometimes watching me here, so I'm looking to see if I got a couple people to comment on me and make sure I'm sounding okay here. Let me see. Put this up. Let's see what's going on. So anyway, guys, welcome back. I got RC Pilot Germany. Hear you. Greetings from Germany. Here, let me go back down through the list here. Guys just got on here. Victor RC Jet. He's always seems to be the first one here. Paul Hatcher. Plains Archery and Table Tennis. All right. Let's see. Gav Street. He's here. What's up, Evan? Gav, we're going to be over at IRCS after this. Like this is going to be kind of a shorter show, guys, just to sort of introduce the F-15 and talk about it a little bit, answer questions and all that kind of stuff. But Evan, we're probably going to be at IRCS right after the show. We're just going to haul butt over there, and it's flying time. Let's see. Evan Weasel RC, Curtis, Jeff Adams, Mike Bird from the UK. Darude, we got 47 guys here. I'm waiting for everybody to get on board. Let's see. All right, still waiting to see how Rich can land with the FMS Rafale. Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that today. So let's see. Hello from Algeria. Darude's here. I hope I'm saying that right. Or Rudy and the D's silent. Not sure. Let's see. Curtis from Kentucky. Mike Bird, Thomas Milano. 55 guys here. Pilot Jerry RC, Afternoon Rich and RC Pilots. Gav Street, hey, Rich, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. It's all good. All right, let's get down to some of the other comments here. Oh my God, he's alive. Yeah. Mike Bird, Tyler, Rick Koch. Let's see. Keith Flyer, yes. Jeff Adams, Mike Crossfire, DeRio. Al Pyrus, Ghost RC, George Pryor's here. All right, awesome. All right, I think I'm caught up on the message board now. I think things are current now. So, Alan Gentry, Hal Roffner, hello, Rich. Smash the like all. Shadow Ops is reminding me once again to smash the like button. I appreciate that, guys. That really helps us out. When you hit that like button, that's the thumbs up for all our videos. That spreads our videos wide so everybody can see it. The YouTube algorithm detects that like button and it forces it to send our videos to more people. And it's been going to a lot more people thanks to you guys. We've probably quadrupled now our subscriber pickup, maybe even 5 times now the amount we're getting. So Flyless is from Essex, England. He's here. Shadow Ops. Okay, Shadow Ops is here. Mike Bird, beautiful looking plane. Love the Eagle. Yeah, this is a beautiful model, folks. And if you haven't seen it, we just launched 3 videos today, guys, on this thing. 3. We did the full review, unbox, parts, assembly of it, basically. It's a sharp airplane, beautiful airplane. Check it out at Hobby Zone. We did 2 more videos that we did in windy conditions. We had a lot of wind. We're going to do some more videos of the F-15 also, so stay tuned for the channel for that. Let's see, Afterburner RC, great looking bird. And let's see, Arrows RC. Okay, Arrows RC's on board. All right, they're watching. I want to thank Arrows big time for letting me show you guys. It's a lot of their airplanes, and of course, in this case, being the first one to show this off. This is really a nice model. Arrows Hobby is killing it over at Hobby Zone. They are killing it with these 64mm twin jets. These are some of the nicest jets I have seen. They are miniaturized jets, but they're full featured. Twin engines, it's got 2 64mm, 2 ESCs. retractable landing gear, nice retractable landing gear, not caca. I mean, this is like really nice aluminum, over center braces and all that stuff, suspension all the way around, retractable gear, flaps, and a killer paint job. The beauty about this whole thing is there's very little work to it. If you guys check out the assembly I did, there's almost no work to these airplanes. I also have the MiG-29 right up here, which you guys know we've done a lot of videos of that. Both are sister airplanes. Hopefully they're two of many to come, I hope. You know, we'll kind of see what they put out there over at Arrows. But these are fantastic models, folks. You just don't, there's very little work. That's the thing. This assembles with just 4 wing screws and a spar, and then you glue your horizontals and your verticals on, and then you put your nose cone on, and there's rockets and missiles and stuff. In fact, I'm going to run down and grab those here in a minute, or Steve's actually coming over now because we're going to go fly. I'll have him bring those up. But there's two sets of drop tanks or external tanks that go under the wing, which those are all in the videos, and I left them downstairs, so we'll go grab them here shortly. Mike Bird said he watched them all. Hey, thank you for watching. Okay, we got 93 guys here. I really appreciate it for you guys coming here. But, you know, simply awesome, awesome model, folks. This thing is, they've done a beautiful job with getting this thing going. And it's just pretty incredible how nice of a job they're doing there over at Arrows. And just to give you a kind of a run around of this thing, just so you can see how nice this thing is. Be sure you guys check out the videos that we did. And, you know, they're there for you guys, and we'll do some more. We'll be having some more coming here real soon. So let's see. Let me look at some of the notes here and see what everybody's writing. Let's see what we got. Arrows meant to say, got to get me one now. Yeah, it's really nice, folks. The fit and finish on this is super cool. In fact, I'm going to get a couple of, let me see if I can zoom up on this thing so I can get a little closer for everybody here. The level of detail on this thing is pretty darn awesome. I'm just going to raise this on up so everybody can kind of see. We're going to get in a little closer on this deal here so everybody can see the finish on this thing. Look how nice that is. That is all a sticker that they applied to the nose of this thing. I can get really close in and you can kind of see. But beautiful eagle paint scheme. And in fact, what I went ahead and did for everybody is I put an overlay up here. I should have put this in the video, but I actually found it too late. There's the full-scale model that y'all can, or the full-scale aircraft you guys can see. They duplicated it right down to the letter. So, you know, Oregon National Guard paint job. It's very, very sharp and very, very detailed. The nice thing is this is a gray colored model. It's military, but because of the detail on it, I mean, you can really see, oops, no, that's my desk going crazy on me. You can really see it well. I mean, it doesn't, you know, you have these really nice, see if I can do this without dropping it off the table. Let me move the rudders. I'm really impressed with the quality of the rudders. I'm trying not to drive this off the table here. But let me zoom in on these. The tail decal alone is impressive. I mean, look at this thing. It's all one sticker. I keep saying decal, but really they're stickers. So when I say decal, I mean sticker. So, but you can see the level of detail on that and how shiny or how bright that is. And you can see the opposite side right here. All these they put on. The rods, the horns, the linkages on this thing are all already installed. Here, check out the, here, let me raise this up. The engine detail's real impressive. These are not Lexan tail cones. They are plastic. And you can see all the detail in there. You can see how nicely they added all those plastic actuators and everything. And let's see if I can move this around a little bit so y'all can see down the tailpipe. There's your twin outrunners there. And I think some guys are making outrunner afterburners if you guys want to put them in. But to assemble this thing, folks, real simple. I mean, it was just 4 screws for the wings, and then you glue your tails on. And check out the guide on that. I put out the unbox and the assembly where I show you how to put this on. I would recommend using CA for this because foam tack, it's going to be hard to fit contact cement in there because these are all, it's just a tight fit. This one goes on underneath. This one plugs right in. And you can see it's pretty solid. Once you get this together, it's a very tough tail. It makes like a box structure here. Lots of plastic parts, like this section here. I'll zoom in everybody on that. Let's see. Lots and lots and lots and lots of plastic pieces, like this thing right here. They made this plastic so you can't really break it. So, and then things like the tips of the vertical stabilizers, same deal. These are these babies right here. Let me lower my desk. Yeah, I got the whole lift desk thing. Yeah, that's right. Check that out. But we got these babies are plastic right here. They did a real nice job in making those plastic tips. Maybe it should have been extended a little farther here because you can see it it bends a little bit, but at least you're not going to ding, and tear the end of it off. At least it's got some kind of strength to it. But super, super nice, folks. I'll get a battery here. I actually left my batteries downstairs in the car, so I'm going to run and grab a battery here in a second, or I'll get Steve to see if he can grab me a battery. But lots of other nice details here. Let me go into something else. They really are killing it with the plastic parts on these things. And this is why they're so expensive. The models are getting a little pricier now, but that's because they're making them better now. People say they always wanted better models. Well, here you go. And here's an example. This entire intake here, I'm going to zoom this up. This whole piece right here is plastic all the way around this thing. So you can't ding it. You can't really break it. Usually in the past, this kind of thing, these all used to be made out of foam or something, and you would just damage that real easily. Well, not anymore because they're doing such a killer job with this. Same thing here on the gun detail. Let me see if I can get that to even focus on that. Look at the gun detail. That's a plastic part, folks. Little detail, but that kind of thing really makes the difference there. Lots of good. But the fit and finish of this is outstanding. That's the beauty about it too, is that it fits together so well. See if I can get in on this side. Oh, the antennas. Here, let me show you the antennas. That's another nice detail. Flip this baby over. All right, let's see. You can see right on the nose there. Oh, no, that's my desk going nuts on me again. My desk has a mind of its own, guys. It'll just go crazy. Let's see. Let me get right in there. All those antennas. You got your little pitos here, right here, here, pre-installed. You don't have to glue any of those things in place. And then your retract unit's pretty awesome here. If I can get around, flip this around here without dropping it. I'm going to stay zoomed in. See if I can get you all down in here. The nose retract is kind of a work of art. Right in there is that plastic, that white thing off to the right side of the screen. That's your retract mechanism that drives your over center right here. It's pretty slick. And then right back here is just your landing gear pivot. So, and then on the other side is your steering arm, kind of way down buried in there. You can kind of see it through there. But it's awesome. I mean, it really is a neat retract unit. It's tough. It has a functional aluminum over center. And you really can't get too much more better, too much more scale, than that thing is. So main struts are super nice as well. You can see you got lots of compression here. They'll compress down nicely. And as you saw from the video, for those of you who saw it probably, we've got we flew this on grass. You do not need, as long as you have a well-groomed grass surface, you can fly this off of grass all day long. It's got the wheels will roll nicely on it. You got your fan hatches right down here to get in there. ESC compartment right down the center. You can screw, there's 2 screws to get into there. And yeah, you can't beat this. Look at the underside paint job on that thing. It's just outstanding. I mean, they're really, really killing it. What I like is that there's little to no work, little to get this plane up and rolling, folks. So it's real sharp. So wingtip lights and everything. Like I said, I left my batteries downstairs, so I may have to make a run for a battery here in a second. So let me see if I can read some messages. You guys have any questions? Just throw them out there. We got Mike Bird, Alan Gentry. I'll have to get one of those myself. Greetings from the tiny island of Malta. We got Vic Saul from Malta. Awesome. Thanks for coming. And let's see. Hey, how's it all going? That's from Noons Airborne RC. Gooniac 33 Fire Booty. I'm super excited. Ray's here, and Ray, I got your logo right here. So I'm throwing up all the sponsors. Ray's been a big sponsor of this whole deal. He's been helping me out with Afterburner. So and actually we got a giveaway coming next. which will be giving away an afterburner kit from Ray. So, you know, we'll announce that giveaway when it happens, and basically whoever wins, Ray's going to send you a burner. So, you know, we'll announce all the details of that when the time comes. So, and right now we have our giveaway going on the L39, or not the L39, the Aerocobra, the P39. Sorry about that. And let me see if I can get really fast to that. I'll talk about that real fast since I'm on it, real quick. Let me get to this stuff. Let's see what we got. Let's type in, here, let's do this. Remember to, you guys have just a little bit of time left. We got a week left. So if you guys go to my channel or my website, the .com, and we're updating the .com, okay? So we're getting ready to get that going. So if you go down to the very bottom here where it says go to prize draw right here, one-of-a-kind P39 giveaway, and you click go to prize draw, and it will take you to this page, and that's where you can register, folks. So, you know, be sure to do that. We got a week left. It's not, unfortunately, this one's not for international folks. This is just for kind of the domestic guys, because shipping's expensive, and this is my personal plane, so I'm going to send you guys this one-of-a-kind P39. So just to reiterate, folks, just be sure, you know, to check that out, and make sure you know, get registered to win. So I'll be excited to send that out to somebody. So nice model. And then since I've got this stuff up here, here's the product page, folks, for the F-15. If you guys choose to get one, if you use the link in my descriptions below all the videos of this airplane, they should all be there. I think they're below. They should be below in this one. If I didn't, I forgot. But anyway, clicking on one of our Hobby Zone links, which takes you to the product page, as like this one does. So for example, if you were to go to this, you see my logo up there, you click on the airplane, and you go down to, for example, pre-order, which I think I've clicked on this a bunch of times already. It'll put it in your cart, you check out, and then you buy it. You see my logo at the top. We get a little commission for that, and it supports our channel. It doesn't cost you guys a dime more. So we do appreciate that support. It does help us out. This is a free channel always, folks. So, you know, we never ask anybody for money. I know there's a lot of groups out there, you know, they're on here for money, but you know, it's nice to get super chats from people, but I encourage everybody to just keep your money, you know, buy yourself a cool plane, watch our channel, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And then when you guys do get an airplane, use our links. That supports our channel, guys, and it doesn't cost you guys a dime, and it helps us out, so we do appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Let me get back out of the website thing real fast. I'll get rid of that. And let me open it up again here, folks, for questions, and see if anybody has anything. I flew up to Oregon to watch these birds fly back in 2015. That's Guniak saying that. Let's see, Shadow Apps, Mr. Goo, there's a huge bird. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Who else has some messages here? Let's see. Arrows RC, they're commenting, guys. They're in the house, so you guys can ask questions for Arrows. If I can't answer it, they will. They said they'll be getting FedEx up for Germany soon, so that's good to know. So all the guys who watch from overseas on my channel, they're gonna have some FedEx, you know, in Germany. So and it looks like they're maybe going a little more international. So let me scroll back a little and see if I see anything else from Arrows. Same motor setup as the MiG-29, and twin 64 millimeters. And in fact, we can go right back here. Let me go look. I'll pull up the web page. You guys should still be able to see me here. And let's see what we have. We've got, it's a 900 millimeter wingspan, folks, 53 inches long. The CG worked perfectly. It's got two 2280 kV brushless speed controllers in it. Twin 40 amp speed controllers. Let's see, a 5 amp BEC. Let's see, 9 servos in it, guys. 9 gram servos. Retractable gear, of course. 3,300 on the pack, up to 4,000. I flew a 4,000 and it flew great. And really 6 channels is all you need, folks. So So that's really it for that. So let's see. Let me get back to the live stuff. I'm kind of configuring on my computer here, reading stuff. Let's see. Jeff Adams says likes the center support for the nose gear. Yeah. In fact, the thing is that this over center that we have here, which I'll zoom back in on for everybody. Again, make sure I don't roll this off of the table here or hit anything. There's planes everywhere. The nice thing about this is that it's got this over center brace right here that, your load on the gear is this way. Your grass or whatever is hitting it this way. So it's actually pulling on this over center. So, the chances of that collapsing are zero. If you break this thing, you did a really hard landing with it. So it's not the landing gear, because you guys saw in the video, this thing, holy moly. I mean, I took off and landed on grass, did some good landings on it, and you can see it'll really take some serious abuse. This is not plastic. All of this is aluminum. The only plastic part really is the wheel hub and all that. So, but you have lots of strength here. I think this pin right here is, this compression pin, I think is about 5 millimeters, 5 or 6. I'm not sure, but it's pretty thick metal there. So it'll take some abuse. And then let me go back out here, and let me get the main gear to show you guys that real close too. Here, let me get in on that. Yeah, just roll that a little farther forward without driving this off the table. Here, let's put it out there for everybody. Yeah, we'll go up a little bit. Just got to operate my desk. Yeah, I'm a little high tech here, guys. I got all this fancy stuff. Let's move that up a bit. The wrong way. There we go. But you can see the compression of the gear. It's very good. You can beat this up. You can slam it down, and you're not gonna hurt it. You can do it pretty hard. And if you see on that grass landings we did some pretty good land. We did some hard landings. We'll do some harder ones with it too, I'm sure, because I will pound it in. But it'll handle the abuse of the grass as long as you got it, reasonably well groomed. But make sure you put foam tack on your pins, on your E-rings right here, like I talked about in my videos. Do that. Same thing with your hub. Make sure you put it on there, so those E-clips don't come off. And let's see, we'll get out on that. They got a cool logo here for the I guess it's a National Guard logo, or 73rd Fighter Wing. Here, I'll get down on that. There we go, 173rd Fighter Wing. Again, lots of cool decals on this thing. Very neat, very neat. Very well made plane, folks. They're killing it. If you guys are looking for a really sweet F-15, this is it. And stay tuned, I'll have more videos out on it. In fact, let me grab the ordnance for this thing. I'm going to grab the ordnance. I left the ordnance kind of like over there. Let me go grab that. If you guys give me 2 seconds, got 86 people watching. I can still keep talking to you guys as I'm walking over here. Let me grab the tanks for you guys. I'm actually going downstairs. Yeah, let's put these on here. Put these. All right, running up the stairs. Yep. All right, I'm a little unorganized, but there's your drop tanks, or your external tanks, and your missiles that come with the thing. They're all on there. Yes, they put missiles, just like you can see right here in the picture up here, right here. Yeah, there are missiles that close to the fuel tanks. Seems strange to me, but that's how they do it. So it's the real deal there. So nothing fictitious, folks. It's exactly like that picture. But these two just go right on there. And again, we will do an ordnance flight for everybody here. So we'll get that going. Put that on place. There we go. Outstanding. Grab a battery here, guys. I got a battery somewhere way here in the corner. Grab something here. See what we got. We can find one battery for this. All my batteries downstairs. No, I got one. So, all right, here we go. All right, reading some questions. Oh, Gooniac gave me a super chat. Appreciate it, Ray. Thank you very much. Really appreciate all the support, and love working with you. Keep up the good work. I have a 90 miller F-15. We'll get this one soon too. Yeah, I love it. The F-15 is awesome, man. It is it's the Eagle. I mean, it's pretty much still flying today. I mean, they operate these things, and it's a good flying plane. I've flown one other model before. This was the second F-15 I flew, And also note, folks, the videos I just shot, the 2 flight demos we did, all of that was done without a stabilizer. We did it on grass, and we did it in some pretty good wind. Not too much crosswind, but still it was pretty windy. But with no stabilizer and the stability this had, one of the landings, I really got hit with some wind and the plane rocked a bit, but it just corrects itself. It's a very stable model. So put a flight stabilizer in this, and you'll have pretty much a rock solid plane. I already had a battery sitting in here for weight, for ballast. And then the beauty too is for those of you that want to stick a stabilizer in it, you know, you'll be able to see right here. And actually, I'll zoom in. Let me give it a little more zoom for everybody. There's a really nice shelf right here. I'll work my way back here. It's a nice shelf here. That's Velcro because I had my receiver on one side already. But there's plenty of shelving up there for you know, putting your receiver in there and putting a stabilization system in there. What the heck is going on? Oh, my memory is showing full. What is that all about? We don't need that. That's my camera, guys, doing its thing. I'm not sure what that's all about, but couple things to note too. When I got this thing, okay, all these wires that are plugging into the receiver were all the way back here, as if the receiver was supposed to go back in there. I did add about half a dozen extensions, maybe 6-inch extensions. I unscrewed my floorboard, which you guys probably saw in the video. But I didn't show this in the video because I didn't know how I was going to do it at the time. But I ran the wires under the floorboard. There's a channel right through the middle, and there's a real nice. Let me see if I can get there. There, you can see it perfectly right here. There's a channel here to run the wires up. So I just found it better to put the receiver, you know, way up front, get it out of the way, have the wires run all the way under the floorboard, and it was worth it to put, you know, to put the extensions in there. So you know, and it just to get the receiver up and out of the way. You can see where my receiver antennas are. I got one right here. It's 90 degrees to the main one, or the other one, which is right here, and they're far away from most of the electronics. I mean, so it really gets everything out of the way, and you can just kind of save your battery bay for your battery bay instead of you know, having a jumble of wires with a receiver jammed way the heck up in here and not knowing if the battery's smacking into it or whatever. You can't see it. At least here, you know, you can boot it right up and, you know, you can see it. So so with that, let me just throw a battery. I have a spare battery, a kind of a dead one that I kind of use for stuff like this when I'm not really going to actually fly the plane. So let me see if I can get one down in here. This is an older battery. And all right, guys, I got another little trick to show everybody. I've got this right here. This is the power lead. And does anybody want to let me know? I put some Velcro around this. Does anybody want to know why I did that? Just see if you guys can answer. See if you guys can guess why I did that. And in the meantime, while we're doing this, let me back away here. Arrow says they are coming in real fast. We already have them hit the port. Yeah, these things will be here quick. Let's see. Let me see if I can grab the radio, folks. See if I can grab that for everybody. Hopefully, got the right memory in here. Let's see what we got here. Let me go and get the correct model here. Let's see. Oh, nope, I have this on my other radio. That's right. Let's see. So we'll go grab that radio here in a second. Yeah, I got the wrong radio. I got to run down there. We're getting ready to fly, and I threw my radio downstairs. So let me go grab that real quick. I'm looking at a couple messages here. Let's see. Guys are saying, not that I'm great in RC pilot, but I may just have to buy this model. Yeah. Well, that's from Steve SP38. Just get a trainer and learn, man. Learn to fly well. You'll be able to fly this. This isn't that hard to fly. You just have to learn to fly something else first. Here, let me grab my radio here. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. That's the downside of doing a live show and packing for a flight. So, all right, folks, let me know if y'all still got good audio. Give me a thumbs up because I just ran up and down the stairs a bunch of times. I might have lost you, so that's why I go wireless. Let's see. What's with the inside-out panel line in the bird's mouth? Oh, yeah. Plane looks great. Only other gripe is the non-full flying stabs. Yeah, but understandable. Yeah, you know what? I gotta tell you, man. Full flying tails are cool, but they are a pain to transport. You gotta be like the MiG is awesome, but it has a nice flying tail. It works real well, but they're really delicate. Like you gotta be careful transporting them because you can bang them and tear it up. Whereas, you know, fixed horizontal stabilizers are tougher. They can take a little bit more beating, and you don't really have to worry about tearing them up so much. So, you know, and you're less likely to strip a servo. So, but yeah, you just don't need a full flying stab. Let's see, Dale RB Senior. Happy Sunday, Rich. Nice model, almost as nice as Miss Amy. Now, yeah, I know. Well, she's tough to beat here. Let's see. Let me go to system setup. Let me go to F15. Let's see, model select, arrows, F15, model 55. Let's see. All right, let's see, landing gears down. Let's go ahead and plug this baby in. Let me see if I can get this. Here, hang on a sec. I gotta get down into here. Wait a second. Lost my my connection here. There we go. Man, the person that comes up with a better way of putting batteries in than Velcro and straps, man, will be rich. Because, I mean, it's an okay way to do it, I guess, but it'd be nice if there was some other way. There's got to be a better way. Let's see here. All right, thumbs up. I'm telling everybody's got good audio. Okay, thanks. AirVex RC's telling me we got good audio. So here, let's get this strapped down. Okay, landing gears down, flaps are up. We're going to plug this baby in. Yeah, maybe. If this connector will take this thing. Let's see. There we go. It's one of my older batteries I'm putting in here, folks. I use this mostly for demoing and stuff, so when I need a battery for power in the shop or something. So there we go, folks, and you guys can get an idea of, let me put my safety on so we don't go launching off the table here. Here, I'll back this up for everybody to see. You guys can see that wingtip light. Check that out. See how bright those wingtip lights are. I would have liked to have seen a landing light, but guys, every time you add something to this thing, they get more expensive. So, but here's your tail, how your tail tune is like. Here, let's get this, let's slide this over a little bit. Get that centered up there. Let's see, we'll zoom in on that. There we go, and there's your aileron movement. And there's your elevator working nice. Your rudder. Your fans a little bit. Working nice. I'll turn that off. Flaps are working well. Oh, here's the other thing too. As you guys saw in the flight video, there doesn't seem to be any elevator to flap mixing. I mean, we put the flaps down to full. You guys can see how much, you definitely see how much flap I'm dropping in there, quite a bit. But for whatever reason, it's not pitching the airplane down or up. It didn't seem like. So, you know, it seemed to land okay with them. So, you know, plus it was windy. When it's windy, it is kind of harder to tell, you know, what the elevator to flat mixing is, but it really didn't move. It seemed pretty neutral. The MiG is the same way. When you, you know, drop the flaps, you don't seem to need any elevator mixing. So check out that wing light, folks, how bright that is. And it's pretty impressive. Let's see. We'll raise that on up. Yeah, man, I'm the only one with my, my very own carrier deck elevator. There we go. Look at that lens light cover, man. That thing, that is awesome. How they painted around that made it very, very scale. So that'll give you the close-in details of what this thing is like. So, well, real nice, you know. Flaps work great. I landed it both in the videos. I landed it with full flaps, landed it with half flaps. I've only had the 2 flights on it, but it flew great. Beautiful looking bird. So let's see. Someone said the Marlin is a great value jet. That's Mike Bird. Yes, the Marlin is awesome. Me and Steve put out a Marlin video, actually. I flew Mary Boozer's. He let me fly his, and what an awesome plane. It is knife edge and everything good. I mean, it's a nice little jet. I think it's 4-cell, but yeah, pretty awesome. So yeah, get a Marlin, guys. Those are nice too. Learn to fly on that, and then you guys get one of these and fly it. It's a good little airplane for sure. So let's see. Mike Bird said my first jet was an Arrows Marlin and still got it. Love the plane. Yep. Let's see. Nice. Let's see. We got 107 guys watching. I appreciate everybody coming. Definitely. Thank you all for coming. This has been fun doing this. The folks over at Arrows at Hobby Zone are really awesome. They're really cool about letting us show you guys. Some of us show you guys these airplanes, and I'm just thoroughly impressed. I mean, it's mind blowing how nice this is. We'll have this actually over at the E-Jet Fest in Mulberry, Florida. So that's a 4-day event. So we'll have this weekend after next, so 2 weeks from now. We'll have this over there to fly for everybody. So we'll shoot some video of it, and everybody's probably going to want to see it. So we'll have this along with the FMS Rafale. We'll have that there as well, and probably the L39 from Arrows. I mean from Aerofoam from Banana Hobby. So we'll probably have that as well. Special thanks, guys, again to all the sponsors at the top. You can see Banana Hobby, Bitco, Zap, Dynam, Ernst, FMS, of course, Horizon, and Foam Tack on the end, which is Beacon Adhesives, and of course Gooniac right here, and then Hobby Zone and Arrows for this one, man, because they're bringing this to you guys today. Again, really appreciate you guys sending the plane so we could show it to all y'all and get it to some of these events for everybody to see. And here, let's take a look at. In fact, let me pull the tanks off here. Get this one off. I'll put this up here. Put this one up here. There we go. Let's get this up here, and then let's get this. Let me lower the table just a little bit. Yeah, man, I got my own lift. All right, here. Let's see. Everybody likes to see. I think I hear Steve's truck outside. Steve's going to come in here probably and talk with us here. So, all right, let's see. Check out that gear. Let's get zoomed in on that. Gear's real impressive. In fact, let me kill. Here, let me shrink my Eagle window here, and let's close that up. Make it small. We'll just make it a little Eagle. Here, let's go down here. We'll lower this up a bit so everybody can see. Get in on this gear. This is some nice stuff. But you can see how nice this thing all retracts in here. All rotating retracts, like the MiG, very similar to the MiG. Probably about the same mechanism, It's got metal trunnions on in there. They twist and turn, coming in and out. They've been working real smoothly. I haven't had any glitches or catches with them, so they've been working nice. They're fairly simple, but they get the job done. Come on in, Steve. Steve's downstairs. Yeah, I'm just doing the live show here. Steve's coming to get me so we can go fly some planes. So, but yeah, look at that. So real nice and solid there. And there's your nose retract. This thing's a thing of beauty. They did a nice job on this thing. Check it out. That's fantastic. Again, put some foam tack on there, on your E-rings so you don't lose those. What's up, Steve? Steve's standing right over there. He just came in because we're gonna go fly here in a little bit. But here, let's check this out. This is sweet. How nice that goes in. Look at that thing. That's killer. It just works beautifully. You got your steering linkage disconnect right in there. How nice that is. The gear coming out. And yeah, just awesome. And then let me see if I can do a reverse kind of angle of this darn thing. Oh yeah, this is like a challenge to do this. But you can see the compression there. Let me see if I can get that lined up. Yeah, there we go. You see that compression in the strut with that spring and everything. So yeah, pretty sweet overall. So yeah, we're killing it, man. Yeah, Arrows is killing it with this stuff. One more time. Outstanding. So all right, guys. Let's see. I'm looking at the message board here, see who's got questions. Like I said, let's say hold the MiG in the background up to it. Okay, yeah, you want to see that? That's from Jason Meadows. Still want to get our in-runner set up for these birds. Yeah, that way we can put your afterburners on it. That's right. That's what we want to have. Here, let's see. Let me get the MiG up here so you guys can see. Try not to launch this plane off the table. What's that? Yeah, I'm going to grab it right here. So what's that? This MiG. Yeah, this is the second plane in the series. No, we'll leave it right here. We're just going to put it up next to it here. Steve's here. I have to get a bigger table so Steve can come in. It's just I'm in the corner and it's hard for you to get two people in here. So we may find a way to get Steve involved here. But yeah, there's your MiG you know, your MiG-29 directly over it. So it's pretty much identical size. The F-15 is a hair longer. Probably, actually, it's probably a good 6-8 inches longer, unless you count the pitot tube. Actually, yeah, the pitot tube might make it equal. So, you know, but same jet. These are sister jets, folks. These things are same size. I don't know if they're the same scale, but both twin 64 millimeters, both retractable aluminum gear, both flaps, both fly great. Neither one of them I got stabilizers in, so you know they're both 6-cell powered, rotating retracts in both. We got videos of both on the channel, so check it out. You know, the MiG is a little more exotic. You know, it's Russian. I think it's got one extra light up here. And I don't know if it's got something on the bottom. I don't think so. I'd love to see landing lights on these. I may put some landing lights on them. So, but you know, for what you get and what they are, they're miniature, full-featured jets with twin engines. I couldn't have even dreamed of something like this a few years ago. With twin engines, retractable gear, flaps, and yeah, folks, really, really nice. So let's see, what do we got here? Steve, help me read the board here. Let's see, beautiful details, love it. Hi, Steve. Here, Steve, stick your head in there. Say hi to everybody. Steve's waiting on me to... Here, we'll see if we can get Steve in here. So Steve just came in. Like I said, we're getting ready to go fly, so Steve's getting in on the action here. So we'll try to get Steven on maybe on more of these, but he lives like a half-hour away, so we kind of meet up at the field, or we meet up here and drive over there. So, Rich, how does the angle attack look for takeoff? Oh, the deck angle. Yeah, here's the thing. This thing's sitting down. I did measure from the leading edge down and the trailing edge down. It's just a hair higher in the leading edge, so it does have a slight positive deck angle. But as long as, stay still, Steve, I'm going to grab this radio. As long as you're using flaps for takeoff, you can see I'm dropping flaps now. As long as you're using a little bit of flap for takeoff like I got there, your deck angle goes up. So you can do the same thing with the MiG. It helps with the MiG. But the MiG really had like a 0 or almost a little negative, so it helped to really kind of get it. Plus the thing is with the MiG, it seemed like you needed a lot of tail down force to get this off the ground. This one doesn't have nearly like the amount of force that you need with this one. So the positive deck and that really helped. This one with the flaps, I mean, you'll see in the video, it just lifts right off. So flaps for takeoff. Once it's airborne, throw your flaps up. I mean, make sure you got some speed before you throw the flaps up, but it accelerates fast anyway. So which one flies better? Wreckham Roy says. So they both fly about the same. I mean, they're similar in the way they fly. I haven't flown the F-15 enough to really comment too much. So here, I can probably move it. Oh, you want to get out of the way? All right. All right, Steve's going to go hang out and look at some of my planes and stuff. I got to get chair for him or something. But I'm in a corner here, so it's kind of hard to, and usually I don't have Steve here, so we'll get him in here with some more videos probably. Yeah, the F-15 is nice, Ray. Let's see. 125 guys here. I want to thank everyone for coming. I really do appreciate everybody stopping by and checking this out. I'm trying to take some more questions here. Mark Askew says, this hobby has changed. I remember when it was all glued to assembled. Yeah, now nobody knows how to build anything. That's the problem. Is it's so easy to just take something like this and just pull it out of a box. I mean, there's only the main fuselage, the 2 wings, the 4 tail pieces, and the nose cone, and then you got your 2, your external tanks and everything. So so there's not a lot of parts. It's all prefabricated in China, folks. They make these models beautifully now. I mean, yeah, very little work. It's amazing. So hop on Rich's lap, Steve. I don't think so. That's not going to happen. Let's see. I might get Amy here later for that, but, that's another story. Let's see. Solid, got to get one. That's Jason Meadows. Vertical Addiction. No flaps. No, it's got flaps here. Look, check it out here. That's what I'm saying. Use flaps. That's what Vertical Addiction is saying. This again, guys, it's a full-featured jet. It is everything you would want. I mean, if you think about some of the turbine-powered models that are out there right now, they're no different than this. This is just smaller. It's less expensive, but they've got gear. There's your flaps. I got their flaps up. There's the takeoff setting. There's my landing setting. So yeah, no, it's got flaps. It's got retractable gear. It's fully featured, folks. There's nothing really that this is missing other than like, you know, a speed brake or something, but you don't need it. This plane flies great with it. You don't need that. So, great on grass, great in the wind, good vertical, yes. We'll do some more. Like I said, the day we took it out here just the other day, there was quite a bit of wind. So, you know, we flew it twice, and I just wanted everybody to see how it flew in the wind, unstabilized on grass, you know. So again, no stabilization. All I'm using is just a simple like 7 or 8 channel receiver of this thing. So, yeah, thank arrows. He deployed them as soon as yeah, okay, yep, there you go, yep. So that's what I'm here for, is to show everybody. There's your flaps. And let's see, Jeff pre-ordered one. Whoa, yeah, please use my links, guys. If you use my links in the description below this video or my flying videos. Actually, I'm not sure if I put it in the link below this video. I don't remember if I really did it. I might have changed. But anyway, use my Hobby Zone link, dude, guys. I appreciate that. Screw and or glue to assemble, Vertical Addiction says. Yes, check out the assembly video we did. But there's 4 wing screws with a spar through the middle, so 4 screws. And then your tail gets glued on with CA. I recommend the foam tack. I mean, not the foam tack. Recommend the Zap stuff if you can use it. The Zap foam safe, I think, is probably the best stuff. So 4 screws, a little bit of glue for the tail, and a magnet nose cone. So let's see. Yeah, easier to assemble means easier to get in the hobby. Yep. Jeff in Lower Alabama says, thank you. Who manufactures the table? Everybody loves my table. Steve, this is my lift desk table. This is how I get planes up to the carrier deck. So, Costco. Go to Costco for these. I don't know if you can find them at Costco.com, but I got this one at the store. I saw a white one too they have there, but yeah, it's got up and down. It's got presets and all that. This allows me to get under planes when I'm working on them. It also lets me, I've recently discovered it helps me to show you guys like specific parts, you know, of the plane along with the zoom, so I can get way in there on stuff. So yeah, while everybody else is using a webcam for this stuff, guys, I've gone optical. So I'm giving you guys much higher quality than you'll get at other channels. So look at what Reckham Royce wrote there. See Reckham Royce with the 2 thumbs up? Yeah, I'm not going to read that one out, but yeah. Let's see, this F-15 is beautiful, but I got to say, stay true to the F-18. Yeah, F-18's nice, yeah. This is Air Force, that's Navy, man. Let's see. What's that? Yeah, get them both, man. Why do you need to settle on just one? Yeah. Let's see. Brandon E. looks amazing. The vertical from your vid looked much better. Yeah, it actually is. It is pretty darn good with this thing. So, also, I'm flying mine without ordnance. So, you know, you put the ordnance on, you get a little more drag out of it, which, again, we'll do that for y'all. And so, yeah, let's see. What's that? Yeah, where's that? Someone said, let's see. Oh, I'm former Navy, but I have to admit the F-15 is awesome looking plane. Yeah, it's a classic, man. Yeah, Arrows does a good job, man. The Arrows airplanes, both their jets, the MiG and this model are just fantastic. They're just miniaturized, full feature, twin engine. I mean, a lot of these companies are putting out twin engine jets, but they're putting a single 90, or they're putting, you know, 270s or 280s. This is 264s. So, you know, it's pretty impressive the miniaturization of it and how well it all works. So, let's see, what KV are these motors? They were like 2280, I think. Here, let me scroll. Let me see. I saw it was down here. Yeah, they're 2840, 2280. Here, I'll put that up there for you. Here, there's the specs on it right there. You guys can see here. Let me move over a little bit. There's all the specs on it for you guys to check out. You can see right there. Length, width, CG. CG was working well. In fact, we flew it at I think we flew it at like 130, and then I think we flew it just ahead of that mark, so probably around 120 or something, I think is what we did. So yeah, it flew good there, so not a problem. And then we flew with a 4,000 pack, and we'll do some more of that for everybody. So let's see, 9-gram plastic servos. Yeah, 9 servos, folks. So yeah, you know, again, the cost of this thing when you look at it, 9 servos, folks. 9 servos, digital electric retracts, it's all in there. And you know, the price on these things, to me, it's kind of a bargain because you don't have to do any work. It's all done for you there. All the electronics are in it. You just put a receiver and a battery in it and you fly. So you definitely can't can't complain. I can't complain about it. I mean, when you used to spend some of these older planes in the old days when we would buy these things, and you had to really put them all together. You know, you had here. Let me see what else we got here. Let me see if I can click on. No, I'm in the wrong thing. Yeah, there's our contest thing. Actually, let me kill this thing. You know, in the old days when you would buy one of these things, you had to put it together. Even ARFs, you had to put them together, but you had to get your retracts, or you had to get your motor, you had to get your batteries, you had to get your fuel tank. I mean, you had to get all this stuff, and by the time you were done, you know, a 300 model, 400 model turned out to be $1,200. That's just what it was. But it's like, oh, the model's only $300 or $400. Yeah, but you add all that stuff for, you know, $300 to $400. You know, this kind of airplane, it's all in there. It's all done. You don't have to find anything but a receiver and a battery for it, and the work is done. I mean, the labor time alone. I mean, the labor time alone to put the stickers on this thing is putting the stickers on this. These large stickers is probably many hours of your time to put these on. These huge verticals, all of this, these big eagle stickers, I mean, everything. So it's time consuming, folks. So, you know, what you spend on these things is saving you a lot of time. So, and what's your time worth, you know? So I've sometimes spent 6 hours putting stickers on an airplane. It's just, so when I get one like this, I'm like, yeehaw, you know, I can go crazy and just go fly it. So, and particularly on this one, the underside's the same. I would imagine this one's probably a little, you know, a little pricier just because of just the sticker application, the time it takes to put these on and do a good job. I mean, they really are killing it with this thing. So we're coming up on almost an hour, so we'll go a little farther. So let's see. Still got 100 guys here. I appreciate everybody coming. So only way to go, Air Force, Steve SP. Yeah, depends on who you talk to. Yeah, but no, it's yeah, I love the Eagle. Well, the Eagle's classic. I mean, they're still flying it today. And look how long it's outlived, you know, so many other jet models. I mean, it's a primary intercept fighter still, I believe. In 1975, yeah, Steve says it's been around since then. So, yeah, it even outlived the Tomcat. You know, Tomcat came on in 70, I think. 1970 roughly was its first flight, I think. Something that came out, yeah. Then it officially was, yeah. Then it went out in 2003 or 6 or something, or yeah. So that was around for a long time. Do you think I could stuff a 6S 5000? Yeah, you can stuff anything there you want. I don't know though. It might be. You may have to really get it far back in there to do that though. But yeah, but I don't think you need it. I think 4,000 to 4,400. I got a Roaring Top 44. I might try it. So you know. Well, if the platform doesn't sell this jet, yeah, the graphics will. Yeah, the graphics are cool on this thing. It really is. It really is a nice job. And again, folks, this isn't something made up. This is the full scale right here. You can see how nice that is. That's what they duplicated with this thing. So, and they got it pretty darn close. I mean, it's you know, that's. Let me see if I can go this way with it. There we go. See if we can get the same bank angle out of it. Let's see. There you go, man. Not bad. Get the flaps up. There you go. Almost perfect. Look at that. Look how nice that is. I mean, they really, I'm looking at the nose of it. They got that right. They got, I'm at the wrong angle here. Let's see if we can exactly duplicate it. No, it's about like that. Well, anyway, you get the idea. It's pretty cool. They did a very nice job duplicating the full scale. I'm assuming that's a real picture because I yanked it off the internet somewhere. So that's what it is. So let's see. Reckham Roy says this one looks awesome. Do you think a lighter 30C 5000 could fit? Yeah, that's the way I would go if you were going to do it. The book CG is just fine. Actually, let me scroll a little bit. Someone says, do you think a lighter 30C 5000 could fit? Yeah, probably the Spectrum pack is. That's what I used. If you watch the video, well, you know, I'd have to try the 5. In the video, I used the 3200 4S. I used the 4000. Well, I used the 32 6S 30C. I used the 4000 50C. And yes, there's a 5000 30C. That's what I would try, yeah. Or maybe even an Admiral 5000 that's a 50C. That's a pretty thin battery. So it probably would fit in there and go back. It just depends on CG. So it's a good amount of space in there. So let's see. This one looks awesome. But I tell you what, of the F-15s on the market, from what I've seen, this one has a superior fit and finish to everything out there. It definitely is nicer. It's just a little smaller of an airplane, but again, it's twin engine, retractable gear, flaps, the whole deal. Flies great without a stabilizer, but there's plenty of room to put a stabilizer in it. That's a nice thing. They left a nice deck up front where you can put a good stabilizer in there. So you might need a couple extensions. The way I did it was I ran those extensions to the front so I could get my receiver up front. And I just ran the extensions under the floorboard. I just had to take the floorboard out and do that. Not a big deal, but that's personal preference, folks. I did that because it seemed simpler. So, if anybody wants more detail on that, I can make another video about it or something. But let's see. Got in a great free-wing F-16 flight. Let's see. Yeah, I was wondering if a 5,000 would work well. Yeah, again, I may try it. If you guys want to see it, I'll see if I can jam a 5,000 and we'll try it. See what the CG does. And you might need some weight in the back to counteract it, but we'll see. So I might mess with that and try it out for you guys. Remember, guys, when you put a heavier battery in, so you have more flight time, you end up making the airplane sluggish. You end up burning all that energy just to get the plane up there, and then it kind of defeats the purpose. Same thing in the real world. When you got more fuel on board, like if you tanker a whole bunch of extra fuel, you end up burning a lot of it, just getting it up into the air. So, and then it kind of sometimes is kind of moot. So, so I think 4,000 is perfect for this. So, let's see. What do you think about the new FAA rule for RC flyers? Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, they're letting us fly in designated areas, and actually they got rid of the thing where you can't have a new area, a new FRIA after a certain amount of time. So they did get rid of that, which is kind of nice. So that allows us to, you know, in the future, if we can't want new fields, we can still create them. So I don't know how hard that's going to be, though. We'll have to kind of see how that, when that comes down to it, are they just going to say, oh, no, you can't have one? So I don't know. It depends on, you know, they're replacing a lot of that, the airspace that they're taking away with airways and things for drone deliveries and Uber and all that kind of stuff. So you know, if you want to put a RC field where those routes are, I doubt they're going to eliminate those routes so guys can fly model airplanes. So I don't think that's going to happen. So it may be harder than we think, but again, who knows? We'll just kind of have to see. So it's pretty much commerce taking over. It's pretty much eminent domain, all that stuff. So, you know, but, you know, it is what it is. So let's see. What do you use to balance the plane when finding your CG? Well, for me, I put under here a sticker. And not every airplane do I put a sticker on, but you can see right here, I stuck a sticker here. I measured from here forward to the 125 is at the front edge of that, 130 is at the back edge of this thing right here. So, and then when I balance the plane at the field, like right before I go and fly it, or at the, you know, let me back up a little bit here. When I do it in the workshop here, I'll just literally use my fingers. I mean, I know a lot of guys have fancy contraptions. I do have a balancer. Sometimes I'll use it if I'm getting real specific, but I just literally lift it with my fingers on those 2 points and see, does it balance on those points, or do I have to come forward? That's it. That's all you have to do to balance. It's nothing fancy. It's not rocket science. So if it's ahead of that, then you know, hey, it's like at 120 right now, or 115 or something. And then go fly and see how it flies. And then if it's bouncing behind it, you know, you can kind of tell where your fingers are. But it's not rocket science. It doesn't need a slide ruler or a wicked calculation device or something. You just use your fingers. You know, it's pretty easy. That's all. But find out where the CG is when you're getting ready to go fly it. See if you like how it flies. If it's pitching up and down, then you probably need the CG to come forward. If it's smooth and stable, then, or if it's hard to rotate or the pitch is sluggish, then you may have to come back a little. But that's kind of really all it is. Let's see. Did you use? Oh, here. Let's see. Fix it to get my first jet. Are they very fun to fly? Yes, that's RC Trainee 74. If you're looking for your first jet, a good one is the Marlin. The Marlin is a good. The Marlin's a good trainer. Good first jet. The FMS Futura and the Avanti from both FMS and Motion RC. Those are good planes. You know, the Avanti and Futura. But the Marlin's really good because it's 4-cell. It's very inexpensive. You can really learn to fly well on it. So that's a good plane to start with. Definitely. How do you compare flight performance of the F-15 and the Aerosmith 29? Yeah, about the same. That was RC Air Marshall. Yeah, they're very similar. You know, they have a different feel to it. You know, This one feels a little more linear. That one's like a little more high alpha, I'd say, of an airplane, you know. It'll get into that higher alpha than this one will. Probably also because of the stabilizers and stuff. All right. Hamilton's Hangar's here. Take it easy, guys. This is a nice jet here. I didn't notice him before, but Hamilton's in the house. Check out Hamilton's Hangar. Shay's there doing some good videos there. Let me see. Wreckham Royce has a... oh, yeah, I can't publish that. Yeah, but... yeah, I call it blank drone delivery. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just leave it there for now. So I can decide if I want to let people see that. So it was BS is what it said. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, Gooniac. All you need are fingertips. That's it. Just nothing fancy at all. So especially with a little plane. I mean, you have bigger planes. Actually, you still put your hand underneath it and you hold it up. It's just two guys got to do it instead of one. Let's see, my flying field is less than 10 miles of DFW International Airport, but it is FAA certified, yeah, so no remote ID. That's the good thing is they did make no remote ID, folks, for the airplane guys operating within a designated area, so we're good with that, so that's nice. Someone says they mark theirs with push pins so that I can feel them when upside down. Yeah, you can do. Some planes you balance, like this one, for example, you don't need to balance it upside down because it's like pendulum type effect. Same thing with like a high wing trainer or something. You just pick it up and balance it like this because it's the more of the mass is under here. If you have a plane like a Spitfire or a Corsair where it's a low wing plane, then yeah, you balance it upside down because it just has more of a pendulum effect. Kind of more of the mass is on top than the bottom, so you flip it upside down. So that's all. No, that's all right, Wreck and Roy. Don't worry about it. I mean, YouTube caught it or whatever, so it's no big deal. Let's see. How many blades are those 64 millimeters? I'm pretty sure they're 12. I think they're 12 blades. Yeah, they look like 12. I can't count them, but yeah, there's 12 in there. They look like little miniature jet engines down in there. It's pretty neat. That's why I like the fact that it's miniaturized. There's a lot of guys out there like, man, they want a bigger plane, these huge, and they have these giant planes that you need a trailer to put in. And man, you don't need it. When you have this, it does the same thing. It's just miniaturized. I mean, so. Let's see, how's our, let me look at my stream board here. Still showing an excellent connection. Got 94 guys here. I want to thank everyone for coming. I do have some notes I'm going to scan through real quick here. I got like 3 pages of stuff. So let me just kind of whip through this stuff real quick, make sure I covered everything with everybody. We've got like a week left to enter. I already mentioned that, but a week left to enter. So go to RCINFORMER.com. Let me light this thing up real quick. There it is right there. I'll go back real fast. Just go to RCINFORMER.com. My website is kind of a mess, okay, but I'm working on it. We're going to improve the website, so we're going to make it nicer for everybody. But if you go to RCINFORMER.com, like you see right here, just go right below the main picture where it says go to prize draws. No, Steve, you can't enter. Sometimes we bring planes to events and he enters. I'm like, dude, we're bringing the plane. You can't enter. So he said, I bought a lottery ticket. I bought a ticket. So, but here, you go to prize draw right here. Click on that, and that will take you to the next page here. System is idle. Let me know here. And then that'll take you to the P39 Cobra page, and then just fill out your stuff below and enter. So make sure you guys get signed up. Get signed up for that. And let's see. Let's get off of that. And then let's see what else I got here. Please like, and all the stipulations for that are below. I've actually put them in this video too. So, please like, subscribe, share our videos on your timeline, folks. All that kind of stuff. Smash the notification bell, folks. That'll let you know when we have new videos coming out, of course. Let's see. Let's go into some of this stuff. Let's see. Oh, Instagram. We are still doing Instagram, guys. We're trying to put a post like at least every other day now. So please follow us on Instagram, guys. If you haven't already, that does help us out. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. That's what I say. Let's see. I don't want to do. I think I already said most of this stuff. So let's see. Facebook. Oh, quick thing about Facebook. If you guys can do me a favor and not message like Rich Baker in the profile, if you can like send all questions and comments through the post on on the RC Informer page. That actually helps us out better. I know my name and Facebook RC Informer get kind of confused, but if you guys can answer like all questions and comments, if you can make them on the relevant post on RC Informer, or you can still message me if you need to, but we're trying to get people to comment on the actual Facebook post for RC Informer that we put up, all the posts we're doing, because we do them kind of daily, pretty much all over the place. So, and I want to thank everyone really for all the growth. We've grown huge this year. We're growing at like I said, probably now 5 times the rate we were growing out before a few months back. So we're growing very fast, and lots of sponsors and stuff. And I just want to thank everyone for liking, subscribing, hitting that notification bell, all that, and then using our links, folks. Again, we don't ask for money on this channel. I know there's a lot of places that do, but we don't really do that. We want you guys to keep your money. We want you to buy yourself a cool plane. But if you get something, use our link to purchase, and we get a little commission out of that from them, and it doesn't cost you guys a dime more. Even a sale price, you guys get a sale price, we just get a little bit out of it, and that helps us out. So pays for me and Steve's gas, which we're about to burn, going to the flying field right now. So what is the top speed of the model? I have not clocked it yet, but I'd say it's 80, 90, 100 maybe. We'll see if I got a little speed checker deal I'm going to put in there and try it out probably. So. But let's see. Thank you for the awesome show, live show. Learned a lot. I'm gonna try and do Steve's P38. That's what it is. Steve's P38. Got to capitalize that P and all. I couldn't break that up. Let's see. Yeah. Thanks for the awesome mindset. Learned a lot. Yeah, I try to show a lot. This is mostly about information here, guys. Not really about like selling you stuff. That's just a byproduct of all the stuff we're doing here. So let's see. Interesting. Is the P38 a new release from FMS? My understanding is that E-Flight P39 was discontinued. Yes, it was. The long and short of that for Air Marshal was that years ago, FMS put out their 980 millimeter P39 Air Cobra. Sorry, P39 Air Cobra. And the first one they sent me was the green Brooklyn Bum that you saw there in that picture on the website. But then they changed it. They said, we're going to make it the racing yellow, Tex Johnson's Reno racer. And then also they decided to make the, what was the one with the teeth on it? It has teeth on it. No, not that. No, it's a P39 with teeth on it. I forgot the name of it. And anyway, so they made those two FMS, and they never made the green Brooklyn Bum. So I still have my original. Okay, which is a one-of-a-kind, really. So I'm giving that away to everybody. We're doing a raffle for that. So whoever wins. And also, folks, if you are a YouTube person, I'm asking everybody, if you're a YouTube person and you have a good bunch of subscribers and you're kind of well-known, do me a favor and try to refrain from entering the contest, because I'm trying to give the airplane to somebody who is one of my viewers, not somebody who has a regular show and has an audience and all that. I'm trying to give it to the people that watch my stuff. So, try to keep away from entering it. Like, so, Guniak, who has a business, and, Marshall, Air Marshall, and, some of the other guys out there, just let everybody, the viewers win this thing instead of everybody entering it. And then, because I really don't want to see it on somebody else's live show or something. So unless, it's just some, one of my viewers. So I'm trying to let people see. He's asking how to enter. All right, let's see. Let's see. Vertical addiction. Let's see. Keep up the great work. These live streams are the best. I'm gonna try and keep them going, guys, as best I can. Now with COVID, now that the election is over, COVID is gone. Okay, that whole thing. I mean, it's a real virus, folks. But I mean, now everybody wants to open up. Now that the election is like a couple days old, they're all of a sudden, hey, let's open up. Let's do what Trump said. So anyway, so just so you all know, I mean, the virus is not going to be talked about much anymore, probably, where everything's opening up. I'm going back to where everybody's going to start working again. So it's going to be harder for me to do these, but I'm trying to do as many lives as I can. I'm trying to stick them on the weekends like this. So I'm trying to do it earlier like this, like 2 p.m. or so the overseas guys can see it. The guys over in Europe and stuff can watch too. So I'm trying to keep it in their time frame too. But it's also hard to do that because me and Steve should be flying right now, but we're not. So the weather turned out to be good. So that's why he's here. I got the Rafale in the car. We're gonna launch out there and go fly. So let's see. How How are you doing? Nice playing. Oh, let's see. Peter Williamson. Oh, Peter's there. All right, he's from the UK as well. Nice playing. Been showing over here. Yeah. Let's see. Guniak says he won't be entering. You know, thank you guys. So let's see. Yeah, Ray's got enough planes. So let's see. Wow, that model can outrun some sports cars. Yeah, it's pretty quick. Fast airplane, folks. You know, fast piece of foam, man. Let's see. Laugh Out Loud came on, man. We watched your show, of course. I don't need more planes. It's RCI or Marshall. Yeah. So yeah. So let's see. I'm just trying to give it away to our regular viewers. That's all. So somebody who watches, who's been watching for a while, somebody can win. And then you guys got to send me a picture too. I know I hadn't mentioned that, but whoever wins this thing, you got to give me a picture of the plane. So let's see. Florida's been now Florida has a future new governor. Yeah, that's right. We'll see. So yeah, unless they impeach him and remove him from office. Oh wait, he's been removed. He's not in office anymore. Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll see. RC Training 74, message retracted. Yeah, all right, let's see. The Fred Barron RC. Hello, Rich, Steve, and all. All right, I think we're about to close this up. We got 90 viewers, guys, but me and Steve got to get out to the flying field and fly some planes and make some more videos for you guys to watch. We're going to have more videos hopefully coming out this week. So, and we'll have a lot of stuff coming, and we will be at the RC or the E-Jet Fest 2 weeks from now. So in Mulberry, Florida, there at the Imperial RC Club. RC training. Yeah, no, that's okay. I mean, yeah, if you got, I mean, you know what I'm saying. I mean, as long as, you know, here, I'll make that message viewable there. So RC Training 74 says, I only have 1 subscriber, but most college kids only have so much room for planes. Yeah, no, that's cool. No, I mean, I'm just saying if you've got like thousands of subscribers and you're making an effort to do your channel, it's hard for me to draw a line with this. But if you're a known person, especially if you have airplanes being sent to you to review and stuff, and you know you got a pretty big following, you know, let the planes go to my auctions. I'm trying to do this for people that, you know, are regular viewers that watch this stuff that don't do any of that. So, you know, someone can win it who doesn't get all that notoriety and stuff. So somebody can get it. Somebody, one of our viewers. So anyway, so Mark Askew says, great show. Aloha, Dave. Howdy, Fred. And I think that's it, guys. We tapered down to about 86 folks. I just want to kind of recap. You know, the new F-15 is out. Check it out at Arrows. It is available right now at Hobby Zone. I'll just reiterate, and I'll throw it back up there. Let's put. No, that's not it. It's right here. Let me make my page big here. You can get this if you guys click on my link, and I appreciate you guys using my link in the description below. This is where you'll go to. If you use my link and you see my logo up there, thank you for using, no, this way. Thank you for using a link from RC Informer. And you add that to your cart. Same thing with Horizon Hobby and all these others. If you go and you see all this and you add it to our cart and you purchase it, or add it to your cart and purchase it, we do get a little commission. That's how you guys support us. You get yourself a great airplane. And then, of course, we help you guys out with it, of course. We're always showing you videos to help you guys get it flying right. So, and be sure to watch the first video, especially that we did on this airplane, like the Maiden. There's a little bit of noise in it from the wind because it was really windy, but I talk about the setup with the control throws and how to get it flying properly. And fortunately, all the setup stuff that I did to it worked perfectly. So the plane flew well. If you fly them on the outer holes, it's probably going to be really kind of sensitive. I don't know why they put all the controls there. So everything is pretty much on the second control hole, I think. Just watch the video. That's the best place to look. Yeah, second hole from the inner hole, and that gave you the right amount of throw. And I flew everything at 100 or 70% travel, so it worked well. Well, please use our links, guys. We appreciate that. Let me get rid of this. There we go. And let me see. I'll take a couple questions. See if there's a few more questions. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Are you bringing it to E-Jet Fest, Gas Street? Yes, this will be at E-Jet Fest. So hopefully the fall as well. So we got to go test fly it right now. I hadn't flown yet, so we'll be into some serious kind of testing of it right now to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. And then we'll bring this. We'll bring the Rafale, hopefully the L-39, and probably some more of the Horizon jets. You know, like the new F-18 and all that kind of stuff, the Blue Angels and all that stuff. So Evan Weasel RC, yes, that will be sick. Hopefully he'll let me try it out. Yeah, Gavin can fly it. Yeah, he can fly anything. He's good. Let's see, Gabs, Andy Smith. Mike Bird. All right, Mike Bird saying goodbye, everybody. Again, he's down in the UK. He's up in or across the pond there. So, all right, guys, 85 people. We are going to close it out. I want to thank everyone again for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Again, hit that like button. Appreciate you guys watching RC Informer. Signing off now. Check this out at Arrows, or check this out at Hobby Zone in the Arrows line. The brand new F-15 Eagle on the deck. And we'll let you go, guys. Stay tuned. More video. Oh, we might do a live stream here shortly, so stay tuned. We may do me and Steve might do a live from the field, so with the Rafale. So anyway, stay tuned for that. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, guys, and later.